What is up, guys? It's Midwest Raider, DJ Martini Midwest, DJ Martini Services on Facebook, or djmartinimidwest.com on my website. So check that out, guys, as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for checking me out. I just want to quickly say I hope everybody's doing okay out there. I hope everybody is staying healthy and safe and practicing the right practices out there, and just also keeping busy and staying positive as well out there, guys. So let's jump into this video, guys. So today I wanted to talk about Spotify and Tidal a little bit. The reason I want to talk about Spotify is because I am currently transitioning from Spotify to Tidal. I wanted to kind of give you guys some hints and help if you guys are doing the same thing. If you want to get your playlists from Spotify to Tidal, I'll let you know how to do that. I'll also show you a little bit difference between Spotify and Tidal, and then I'll also, compare them a little bit, talk about them, and just let you know what I'm doing. So let's jump in, guys. The reason why this is all coming up is because at the end of March, I read an article saying that Spotify is losing or getting rid of all third-party capabilities with DJ softwares. So if Spotify has worked with the DJ software, it is not going to work with that software anymore starting in June 2020. So basically, this is a problem for me because I do love having a streaming service that works with some of those softwares. So I figure if I have to hold on to one, I'm going to hold on to the one that works with those softwares. And so far, Tidal is the one that's been kind of staying in there with all the DJ software. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Tidal. Now, I do love Spotify, and I've had Spotify since 2014, and the reason why I picked up Spotify is because it worked with those softwares. So kind of disappointing, but I'm going to go ahead and move on because it just makes sense to move with the streaming service that works with my software. So I'm not going to pay for extra. Even though I do like it, but I'm not going to pay. I'm only going to pay for one. I'm not going to pay for extra. So that's just the way it is. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same boat. So another thing I want to talk about quick is, what do you guys think about streaming music DJing anyways? A lot of people are against it. Some are for it. I'm kind of in the middle, and I'll tell you why that is. So a lot of guys will not do it at all. I'm in the middle. And then a lot of guys might only stream with the softwares that they're using now, especially like if you're using a Denon DJ Prime 4. That might be one of the biggest things you use because you can stream all the music in there. So I'm in the middle, guys. I only use it occasionally if I need a request of a song that I don't have. So maybe a couple songs here and there. I don't use it that much. But you can guarantee that if I get requests for a song a couple times, that I'm going to remember that song. I'm going to end up, I'll stream it that night, but the next night or my next gig, I will have that song in my library because that's just the way I do it. I like having a big library, and I like having all those songs available to me, and that way I don't have to stream them. So that's just kind of the way I do it and think about that. So, but I will occasionally stream songs, so I do that, but only, a few here and there, and then I'll go back to my playlist or list that I'm using. So just wanted to bring that up and tell me what you guys think of that. But anyways, let's get into, also, if you guys are interested in any, I'm just going to run down a couple of the biggest streaming sites out there right now. So let's talk about this too as well. So if you guys don't care about having your whatever music streaming work with your softwares, then stick with Spotify or stick with whatever you're using. I want to talk about a few of them and tell you what I think of my opinions on some of them, because I've had a lot of them. But like I said, if it works for you, then hold on to it. But if you can have multiple or that kind of thing, then go for it. But I unfortunately can't, so I'm going to go ahead and move from Spotify to Tidal. And I just wanted to point out that it's not a very big transition. I think Tidal took a lot of stuff from Spotify and used it in their program, so it's really similar. So like I said, if you could afford to have all of them, then have all of them. But I just want to talk about a few of them out there in case maybe you just have an iPad or a tablet and you don't really care about having it work with your software. You're just going to use your software and then you'll stream from a tablet or something. Then you could have whatever streaming service you want. But I just want it to work with some of the programs that I work with. So that's kind of why I'm going there. All right, so let's just talk about a few of them out there real quick before I get into a little bit more details between just Spotify and Tidal. So, of course, there is Spotify and there's Tidal. Of course, they're both $9.99, very similar. And like I said, the actual apps are very similar as well. The biggest thing between the two of them is Spotify does not have high resolution audio at the moment. And they have lyrics on there. Like if you watch their feedback on when you're like watching or listening to the songs on Spotify, they'll show lyrics and like little facts and stuff, that kind of thing on Spotify. And they don't do that on Tidal with the lyrics. But Tidal has music videos, and they also have hi-fi or high resolution songs up to 320 or at 320. So pretty good there. So that's pretty much the big difference between, they're very similar, and we'll talk about a little bit more about them later. Amazon. So here's another one. Amazon is also a great music streaming site if you guys are looking just for great, but they're very basic. So you're basically just looking at artist and label or albums, and you're picking a song, and that's all you need, right? Just to find the song and get it. Amazon is very good, and of course we'll work with Alexa and those types of things. Apple's very good, works with Siri, huge library as well. They have a little bit more going. They'll have all kinds of playlists and radio too, that you can pick an artist and it'll play related songs and that kind of thing, kind of like Pandora. So Apple works very good as well. Same price point, they're all around $10. So the only thing with Apple is that I've had issues with having playlists on my device and then having playlists in the cloud, and they don't quite match up sometimes, and I'm missing songs. So that's why I kind of got away from it DJing, just because I don't know, I have conflicts with that all the time. So I use it more just for personal use, but I do have Apple. Then of course with Virtual DJ and some other ones, Deezer is also free to use, but you can pay for it as well. But that has very basic streaming capabilities to pick songs as well. Google Play from Android has high resolution songs as well, and it's an option out there as well for you guys. So those are just kind of my opinions on some of those. I've used Google Play a little bit from Android tablets, but not a lot. So, but pretty basic as well. And that's about it, where you're going to actually, those are the big ones. I shouldn't say that's it, but those are the big ones for me. And of course, if you have a record pool, definitely the best. So then you can get those songs and you'll have them in your library. But I'm just talking about music streaming right here as well. So I think that's about it, guys. I want to go ahead and jump into the main part of this video. I just wanted to make it pretty quick, but I'll jump into the video, and I just want to show you some screenshots between Spotify and Tidal, how to get your playlist over, the transition if you do that, and show you that they're very similar as well. So I think that's about it, guys. I want to keep it simple, and let's jump into the next segment. 2020, Spotify will be getting rid of third-party, software availability to like DJ programs. So I don't know if it's going to be for also third-party like Xbox and PlayStation. I know you can't pay for Spotify anymore on your PlayStation, so I don't know how that's all going to work, if they're getting rid of it totally or what's going on. But I definitely know it's not working for, starting in June, DJ programs like DJ Algorithm and some other programs that it was working with, which is one of the main reasons that I did pick up Spotify. Even back in the day, I think Spotify worked a little with Virtual DJ, so it's kind of a bad idea. I think because I really do like Spotify. I've been with Spotify for a long time, since 2014. But now I'm going to have to move on to Tidal, because I just figure if I'm going to, have a music streaming, it might as well work with the things that I use. So I hate to go, but I have to. So now I might just hold on to it as that Pandora type music player, because it does have a lot of my playlists. So it'll play music that I like, but it's now going to have commercials, and it's going to be more like Pandora, unless you pay for it. So anyways, they're very, very similar. I just kind of want to show you. So this is recently played stuff that I have. Also all my playlists. It also makes mixes for you based on music that you listen to. So it's called your daily mix, which we'll see is similar to Tidal, or actually I believe Tidal copied a lot of what Spotify does, but it's very, very similar. Okay. So it's not a big transition to go from Spotify to Tidal, but you see all kinds of playlists of music that you like and listen to, popular playlists. My family uses Spotify a lot, so it has a lot of their little Kids Bop albums and all kinds of stuff that they listen to. But you can search all kinds of, genres. Definitely have a little bit of everything. Some of my favorite stuff was the Spotify singles, where they'd have acoustic sessions with artists. Very, very cool. I really like that, and that's something Tidal does not do. So a little added bonus for Spotify. But like I said, also had on my personal playlists. Very, very cool. You can still get into your playlist if you don't have premium. But like I said, it just takes you to, songs that you have. You can play the playlist, and it'll play like Pandora, and it'll play the playlists randomly, but you can't just play certain songs. You can still look at your songs that you have in there, which is nice. So I can still look at all the songs that I had in there. But like I said, you'll have ads, and you'll also, just play random. You won't be able to play particular songs. So just really quick and basic, guys. But, Spotify is $9.99, and then it's up from there if you want more licenses. So like if you just want to use one person at a time, it's $9.99. If you want to use two, I think it goes up to like $14.99 or something like that. So they have family. You can go up all the way up to $19.99, $20. So just depends on what you want, but the basic is $9.99, which is the same as Tidal. So another question you guys might go, well, if I have to make the transition from Spotify to Tidal, how do I change my music around? All right, well, SoundIs is a great program to transfer your playlist from Spotify to Tidal, and you can see it right there. It shows you can do that. It's free. You just sign up, and you can take one playlist at a time, and you can transfer them over to Tidal. It'll take you a little extra time, but it is worth it, because it's free, and it's an easy way to transfer all those playlists, so you don't have to manually do that, which would take a long time and would be hard to do, because you'd have to have two devices and look at your old playlist and take each song manually, which would be pretty time intensive. So it is very, very cool that you can do that with SoundIs, and it's free. You just got to sign up, and you can do a playlist at a time. If you pay for it, you can do multiple playlists and multiple programs at a time. So it is very, very cool little app, and it's free, like I said. So just sign up, and you'll be able to do that. A lot of videos out there to show you how to do that as well. So let's go to Tidal real quick. All right, so now we go to Tidal, guys, and you'll see that it's very, very similar layout, guys. So I'm not really crazy. Also, Tidal is doing cool things. They do have some music videos on here, so you can watch music videos. Very, very cool. They're doing some live concert streamings and stuff like that you can do right now, as you can see on Tidal. It retains all your playlists, like I said, because I was able to transfer them all over, so that's cool. Suggest tracks, suggest albums, popular playlists. Now Spotify has the daily mix. Spotify has my mix, so it's pretty similar, guys. And you can see that they're very, very similar. They also have Different artists will, pick their favorite tracks, types of things. So very, very similar. I honestly think that, though, that Spotify still has a little bit more music than Tidal, but I think Tidal's coming up quickly. So you can see, very, very, very cool, guys. And you can see is, just like Pandora, you can do radio stations and stuff like that. Listen to music. It'll be ad free if you do pay for it. Like I said, you have music videos as well. You can watch music videos, and it does the same thing. Picks, selects videos that you might like. You can search songs, top different genres and everything. All kinds of stuff you guys can get done in here. And then, of course, I do have my playlists, my mixes, and all kinds of stuff like that as well. So very, very, very cool. But I just wanted to show you that it's very, very simple to go ahead and transfer your music over. It'll take a little time, but it's pretty simple. Also, that going from Spotify to Tidal, it's not that bad, guys. So just wanted to put that out there as well. And so I hope this just kind of gives you some general information. And like I said, both programs will be $9.99 to start off with, and then you might get a little more detailed. Tidal does have some higher quality versions of the songs that you can, so you have higher quality downloads when you download them or stream them. I think it's up to 320. So you'll be able to listen to them at really high quality. And that's their hi-fi quality, which is $19.99. But like I said, you can also watch videos and do things like that you can't do on Spotify. So anyways, guys, I think that's about it. I just wanted to kind of bring you guys some brief information, and I think the biggest thing is to tell you that, Spotify is going away from those DJ programs and other third-party softwares, and to make the transition to Tidal is not too bad. And it's still similar pricing. So all right, guys, I think that's about it. Midwest Raider, please like, subscribe, share. I'm trying to build my channel, just trying to bring you guys honest information and be helpful. And so I hope everybody's doing good out there. Hope everybody's getting through this time at home, and hopefully everybody's all right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Midwest Raider, we'll talk to you guys all later.